Scores in the Big Ten, and John Tonje for the Badgers, Dawson Garcia for the Gophers by night's end. And we are underway from the barn, and the Badgers start underway here at Williams Arena.
Definitely no Max Klesmit tonight again. Hurts this Badger offense. That's a big shot there for Dawson Garcia early on. Just talked about how the Badgers shoot it from three. But he wants to throw it into Steven Crowl. 4 straight games in double figures, had 18 in the first meeting. That's a tough matchup for Garcia down there on the block.
He's had some great games against Minnesota and adds to it as his first.
Scores it with that strong right hand. He's got the mismatch here again.
Tonje lets it fly, and there's a good sign.
It just shows some of the strength gains he's made and some of the confidence that he's playing with right now.
17 rebounds, a career high. Now Winter underneath, and 7 straight for the Badgers.
To Rips 11, single digits, only shooting 28% from 3 in that stretch. That's a guy that shot 39% from the three-point line last year. They need him to find some confidence.
Blackwell from deep knocks it down.
And found a lot of success.
Tonje on the drive, underneath the Blackwell. Shot clock at 5, the turnaround Jay, smooth. Now a 12-0 Scott at home. And often in the first half.
They've got a great crowd here tonight. You got to give them something to cheer about, though. Get these people up. That's a big jumper.
Transfer from Charlotte. Native Minnesotan. With a great crew for all the coverage.
Indianapolis does such a good job of plays with. It really pops off the page when you see.
Isaac Osima. He's had some good minutes this season. Freshman from Cherry, Minnesota. Odekale off the glass and in.
He has deserved to have the types of years that he's had these last 2 seasons. And it's honestly great to see him out here. Great kid.
Great guy who I think has a future to join us at some point here broadcasting. Has that been a point of emphasis this season? Are you seeing more of those illegal screens called?
I feel like we've seen more dribble handoff moving screens where defenders are just running right into those guys on DHOs. Another great cut. John Blackwell is a phenomenal cut.
As Tonje cut off. 4 to shoot for Femi Odekale. Crowl, active hands. Loose ball. Wisconsin basketball stripped and into the hands of Frank Mitchell. 6 turnovers for the Badgers, leading to 7 Minnesota points. Here's Crowl up top for 3. Knocks it down. We've seen that stroke for a long time.
Lack of communication there from Minnesota, and that's going to burn you. Tonje's coming off that pin down, and if you don't communicate that switch out.
There's Mitchell spinning on Nolan Winter, and off the glass.
Full story. Hockey player, young, and he's become a good player here.
And 1 for John Blackwell.
Glass, impressive stuff.
Patterson leans and missed it. Frank Mitchell with a tip.
There's those multiple paint touches again. I mean, you get
from to play minutes as a freshman.
Well, he understood what he needed to do to get on the floor.
The rebound.
His job taking the roll away and giving up that shot from 3. What a look.
Amos missed the layup. It was a great pass. And numbers here for the Gophers. Mitchell. Gophers need this, and Mitchell, boy, he needed that even more.
39 from 3 last year.
Tonje changing in flight. Hey, Gable, we were watching that early, and Robbie said I could take him.
No, I did not. I did not say it. Man, those guys are so tough. 8% on 2s off the bounce on the season. But they've.
I was asking Greg Gard about that at shoot-around today, and the Wisconsin basketball staff recently ran some film and some numbers. They found out this was as of about a week ago. That's more at the foul line, it's more at the rim, and certainly more 3s going up and going down. Rigsby, good fake. Will fire and knock it down. 4-point game. Tonje with 5 to shoot. Against Garcia, lowers the shoulder, attacks and scores. Is called on Wisconsin. And Rigsby. The bench was key for the Gophers in the win against Nebraska. No bench points yet for the Badgers tonight. Crowl underneath, yes! Crowell with 7. 6-point game, and Dawson Garcia only 3 points for Minnesota. 4th in the Big Ten in scoring. Lost it, loose, seconds ticking off. Odikali stripped, and there you go. And the first half is over from the barn with the Badgers on top by 6. Johnson has defeated Minnesota 8 consecutive times.
Good slip.
And Winter slashing, scoring, and is fouled. Really against Nebraska. Over the weekend, Garcia did not play. He rolled his ankle while taking a charge in Lincoln, and he was watching the game-winning moments from the bench. Not too much in practice leading up to this game. Missed it. Odikali trying to keep it alive, but here comes Blackwell. Started tonight for the injured Max Klesmit. Blackwell with 7. Against Garcia. Spins, fades, raised the rim.
But Minnesota, the way they're guarding and switching 5 ways out here, you're getting some weird lineups and some weird matchups.
Parker Fox goes baseline, reverses, and scores on senior night.
Using him.
Oregon meets Washington. Coverage begins with a tip-off show at 12:30. Bear Lake native. Patterson. And Tonje went for the ball. He just picked up his 3rd foul. Mitchell to Garcia. Shoots over Gilmore. Rattled out. Frank Mitchell going for the ball. Got it back in traffic.
This dude is an offensive rebound.
Gophers down 9. Patterson late lead. Frank Mitchell 2 more. Gophers have yet to knock down a second half 3.
This crowd there. I thought Janicki could have went over the top. He's got the matchup with Osama.
No look to Blackwell. Slashing, catching, and slamming.
With the
that Wisconsin championship game losing to Illinois, and Blackwell on the jury mentioned that loss to Illinois. Terrence Shannon Jr. he still thinks about it every day.
Yeah, I mean,
motivation,
the opportunity to hang a banner, to get a ring in an NBA arena. Winner gets a Big Ten championship. I think every player in the league would say that sounds pretty cool to me.
Also the best analyst in the game calling the early rounds as well. Blackwell to Crowell. Oh, this 2-man game working. And 2's at the rim. The Badgers at the foul line tonight have been there 10 times, and they've made all 10. Grigsby for 3. Now the bench really keeping the Gophers in this game. McGee lets it fly, no. John Tonje on the bench with 3 fouls. Dawson Garcia shoots over. Cameron Hunter knocks it down. And
look at that play. Wow.
And 1. Boy, a late whistle came. And Rigsby going to the foul line and pumping up this crowd. Foul was on Nolan Winter.
No surprise to see Tonje back on the floor. 5th-year college player has played a ton, has to understand he cannot pick up his 4th foul.
Blackwell brought it low, lost the ball, and they did call a foul. It's going to be on Lakai Patterson.
High 20 at Nebraska on Saturday. He's come right back at you and played very well tonight.
Tonight, largest crowd by far the Gophers have had all year. Blackwell to silence the crowd. Yes, he does. Adding 2 is Banner Knight. Patterson will pull up.
That's a tough shot.
Badgers.
Tonje does it as well as anybody in this conference. They're top 35 in college basketball in free throws made, but they're only 143rd in free throws attempted. It's because of that percentage being so high.
And Mitchell got a great look. Frank Mitchell, offensive rebound. Patterson, no look. Garcia muscles up and scores. Garcia gets the point, but Frank Mitchell the credit. So Garcia for the lead. Tonje, I think that's number 4, yep. And watching it live, folks, that's the right call. Don't you think, Robbie? He shoved.
Yeah, offhand to discard a defender here. That's going to get called.
Here's Patterson. Gophers take the lead with 8:30 to go. McGee, baseline. They swing it around. Janicki. 7 to shoot. Janicki, left hand. Senior night at Minnesota. Badgers have defeated the Gophers 8 consecutive times. Rigsby with 4 to shoot.
Almost illegal.
Over Crowell, and Rigsby stays hot. The game winner in Lincoln. Rigsby has 15 tonight to lead the Gophers.
Wisconsin just hasn't been able to take advantage of the 5-way switching. You got Patterson down there. They've got to get that to Crowell. Good cut again.
There it is again. Boy, McGee and Blackwell being 2. He's 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Last Minnesota win occurred here back in 2020, early February. Crowell looking underneath. Instead, Janicki hesitates a couple of times. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Got it off in time, and it looked live like it was going to go. Wisconsin right now with an 8-1 run. Dawson Garcia against Nolan Winter. The left hand, good move.
That step, and it just, he covered so much ground on that spin move there. Nolan Winter.
On Gilmore. McGee looking for a crease along the baseline. Defender slip. Janicki off the glass.
Jerry McGee getting that dribble penetration, and you're just dishing that off.
Patterson 76%, now 3 of 3 at the line. Detention. Gilmore passed up the 3, will fade away from the foul line and knock it down.
Greg Gard has the biggest smile on his face.
Badgers stretching the lead back up to 6. Rigsby got around Gilmore and throws it down.
Brennan Rigsby playing off the closeout.
We'll look up the junior college dunk that Brennan Rigsby had while playing at Utah. We play on, and Tajay laid it up and in, and Rigsby slow to his feet.
Right call.
Miss both. Blackwell for 3, short. Garcia.
What a play.
Couldn't corral it. Blackwell finds the loose change and scores. On Osama, Blackwell missed the free throw. 45 seconds. Rigsby for 3. No, too strong. Mitchell trying to corral it. Candace Blackwell. Up the floor, it's Crowell. In his final game at the barn, and he is fouled.
This feels like a neutral site regional high school game, honestly.
Here in the Twin Cities. Patterson scores off the glass, and Ben Johnson will call a timeout. He's 2 for 2 at the line.
With this line of court, I guess Gilmore would be the guy, but there's
it over once this half. And knocking down free throws. That is coach. Kai Patterson.
And at this point in the game.
In terms of Big Ten Player of the Year, where is John Tajay on your leaderboard?
I think he's a lock. Opportunity to make a big statement at Michigan State. He's had an unbelievable year, but I just think it's going to be Braden Smith. With the way that Braden Smith has played, I just don't see how he doesn't win that award.
Garcia could not finish. Ooh, Janicki fell down hard.
He hit his face on the floor. Hope all his teeth are there. I don't think they're home, and maybe go to...
He's smiling.
Get a trip to the dentist, too. Just undercut there by Blackwell. Man,
and Wisconsin tested again tonight, but finds a way to beat the Gophers for the 9th consecutive time. Badgers 74, Gophers 67.